It started with a step followed by a trot. We learned to gallop. Then it got mechanical. At first it was to survive. It was all about the destination, but that changed when the journey started to get fun. I'm Julian Taylor, and these are my friends, Sam and Jen. If it has a motor, we will ride it, drive it, or fly it, and compete to win. It's not always about where you go, it's how you get there. It's not where you go, it's how you get there.
So what are we doing here?
Don't worry about that. My goal today is to get you south. You're complaining about the cold weather. It's 50 degrees. You want to warm up. We're going to head south, just like the birds do.
Are we talking like Peru or something?
Maybe like 40 miles.
It's not going to be that different than 40 miles.
40 miles south. It's going to be a lot warmer.
But are we going to go to your place and get some vehicles then out of Broward, or what are we doing?
No, we can't keep on taking vehicles out of Broward Motorsports. I've got a good friend of mine, and I think he'll probably let us borrow a couple cars. Simple cars.
And I don't like simple cars. I like really fast cars. I don't want to run around with your friends' old jalopies and bashed out old vehicles.
Trust me on this journey. Do I ever let you down? It'll be a nice ride.
Let's go and have a look, see what's
Let me show
going
you
on.
what they have here, see if you find anything you like.
Come on, you're keeping me in suspense here.
The great thing about today is I've got Julian totally confused. He has no idea what we're doing besides heading south to warm up.
What are we doing here?
Right here, the Fort Lauderdale Collection.
There is some serious motors here.
The Fort Lauderdale Collection South is an amazing place. They should actually charge admission to come to this place.
This is unbelievable. 918 Spider? This is a really unique car.
Everything in this place is unique, exotic, one of a kind. That's what's so special about it. Good friends of mine, Adam and Steve, own this place. They've got all kinds of crazy exotic cars in here that are just one of a kind. Just don't be a bull in a china shop. Don't jump in and out of cars. Don't break anything.
How can I
Don't
break
sit on
anything? I'm
anything.
not moving, I'm just sitting in a showroom.
Okay, do me a favor. Walk around, keep your hands in your pockets. Let me go find Steve.
This is fantastic. I kill loads of time here.
Sam brings me into the Fort Lauderdale collection. I've been to a lot of car places in my life, and I have to say this is probably one of the piece de resistance. There's lots of one-of-a-kinds here. In fact, there's lots of cars that are really unique and original. I could be here all day and I could try them all out. Just let me take them all home. It's a big check to write, though.
Me and Steve go back about 20 years. Great friends. He buys stuff from me. I buy stuff from him. He's just a good guy.
At Fort Lauderdale Collection, basically what we do is we pick specialty cars out, low mileage, unique cars, cars that are the limited production. People that come here know that if they come here, they're getting a very special car. It's fun making dreams happen for people. They come here a lot of times and think it can't happen, and we make it happen. That's the fun part for us, too.
I haven't been here in a few months, and it just blows my mind what you have in here.
Yeah, we stock some crazy stuff over here. We got crazy.
This place is unbelievable.
Steve, my good friend Julian.
Hey, Steve.
Very nice to meet you.
Mate.
One of the owners here.
What a fantastic pad you've got
Calm
here.
down, take it easy. Good, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Steve is one of the owners here at the Fort Lauderdale Collection. Longtime friend of mine. I haven't been here in a minute, so I'm checking the place out, and I'm just shocked in some of the cars he has in here.
Do you know what this is?
Oh, I know exactly what it is.
This is
Back up a little bit.
heck of a car. This is just the Ferrari of Ferraris.
Yes, it is. And if you scratch it, you're going to buy it.
I'm not going to scratch it, but I would buy it if I had a checkbook big enough.
It's for sale. It could be yours.
How much is it for?
$3.5 million.
Do I get the bow with it?
You would. For that price, you'd get the bow.
How long have you had this here?
Oh, we just got it.
And there's only how many of these made?
499.
And what number's this one?
This
Does
is-
that say number one?
It does say number one.
How the hell did you
I
get
told
that?
you, this place has what you can't find anywhere. Steve, are you sure you're going to let me take 2 cars down south today?
If you tell me it's okay, Sam, I'll do it.
I know, but now my name's on the line.
That is correct.
So
If something
I'm
goes sideways, it's on
on
you.
me.
Yes.
All right, Julian, listen.
What?
You may want to sit down for this. Steve is doing something I'm shocked he's even willing to do. He's going to allow us to pick 2 cars to take for the day. You're worried about going down south in a jalopy? We're going to go down south in style.
Really?
Don't ruin my reputation with this guy.
Can I take a little Ferrari then?
No, not
This
the,
is
not the LaFerrari.
Come on.
No,
Not
why
the
would you pick this
LaFerrari.
car?
Because it's $3.5 million
That's why
worth
you
of car.
don't pick this car
is
out
a-
of respect to this guy.
This is
Pick
a
something
race
else.
Car. Are you picking one as well, or can I pick it for
I
you?
actually already picked mine. It's the Mercedes right there.
You're
the
taking
SLS.
the SLS?
The Black Series.
I'm actually flabbergasted. I don't know what to say. I am so thankful. Thank you very much.
Can't get up. I got people waiting outside to come in over here.
How long have I got?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Go pick a car. You got 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yes.
All right, I'm going. Let me have a look. Quick.
We got a Volkswagen up back. Maybe we'll put them in that.
That'll work.
Everything here is so beautiful, I don't care which one it is. Well, maybe I do. I got a shortlist. I looked at the Porsche RS4. It's a race car, but it's a road car, and it's a manual 6-speed gearbox. Then you've got an Aston Martin DBS, made in England. The top comes down, it's a beautiful car. Then the other car that was on my shortlist, and it was color-based, it's a deep purple McLaren. And then the 812 Superfast Ferrari. If I can take a Ferrari, I'm taking a Ferrari.
So I guess you ended up getting in a car.
Oh, this is the one.
I know, but I asked you not to get into the cars.
How can you choose a car
car in 10 minutes and not get in it. Steve, don't listen to him.
How much is this car?
It's almost $500,000. This is the new 812 Superfast.
Are you okay with that?
Am I okay with it?
It's
If
better
you
than
bring it back
$3.5
in one
million.
piece, I'm okay with it.
I'll bring it back in one piece.
It's a deal.
This is my fave.
Good choice.
Why am I nervous?
Because you know him.
You don't need to be nervous, boys. I know what I'm doing.
That's always the famous last
That's
words.
the great thing with this car. You can light it up because it's rear-wheel drive.
You can light it up because it's rear-wheel drive.
Maybe we should pick a different car.
So south we go. But how do I get it out of here? These cars are in my way.
You don't get it out of here. We get it out of here.
Let the professionals get it out of here.
All right, that sounds cool.
So at this point in time, Julian's so excited, he doesn't even ask any more questions about where we're going and what we're doing. That's where the real excitement's gonna come in. Our destination for today is Homestead-Miami Speedway. We've got something big planned. Steve has cooperated with me. I mean, Julian has no idea. It's gonna be at Homestead-Miami Speedway, but you have to wait and see what happens. Julian is gonna lose his mind.
Knowing Julian is driving that super fast down to the track from Fort Lauderdale is a scary thought, but Sam's a good guy. If he says it's okay, we're good to go. And he'll stand behind it. He's got a big shop. I know where to find him, and we'll get our hair cut by the same guy.
So the destination is not as important. Now I figured out the car that I'm gonna go in.
My goal on this journey is reliability. That's why I'm going to use the Phillips 66 Shield Valor fully synthetic motor oil. The outstanding resistance to viscosity and thermal breakdown at high temperatures is a must, and it protects against sludge and varnish formation.
I'd like to put some miles under my belt, and I probably need a radar detector. Having the ability to drive the 812 Superfast was remarkable. It allowed you to be able to actually test the car. I went from wet, I went to sport, I went to race, and the power delivery was extremely different. Everything's on your hands as well, so you've got your paddle shifters, you've got your indicators. The acceleration of that car is sick. If you punch it, it just takes off. But it's a naturally aspirated car, so it sounds wonderful. It literally just stops on a dime, and everybody looks at you. It's a remarkable car. It's a shame I don't really have a track to test this car out, because it's a driving license eater. The old Bill will pull you over in 5 minutes flat with a red Ferrari.
Today's journey was very, very easy. We started from the Fort Lauderdale Collection, went down Sunrise Boulevard to I-95. We continued down to the Turnpike. We took the Turnpike to Homestead Speedway Boulevard and took that all the way down to the iconic Homestead-Miami Speedway. The car that I'm driving today is a 2014 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Black Series package. Very limited production vehicle with 622 horsepower, 6.2-liter V8 engine. The acceleration on that car is very, very fierce. It's rear-wheel drive only, so you gotta be very, very respectful with that power and not let it break loose from you. The exhaust is so much louder than a normal exhaust. It just makes you feel like you're racing, even when you're driving around town. Driving these exotic cars, that was a lot of fun, but the most fun for me was just knowing that the entire time we were driving, Julian was just trying to figure out, where are we going? What are we doing? He had no idea.
So Sam and I were doing the cat and mouse thing on the road there. He'd accelerate away, and then he'd hold back and accelerate again. It's a bit of a hooligan's car. You want to give it some kick. And as soon as we pull off onto Homestead Boulevard, I know where we're going. Miami Homestead Speedway is a real gem of a race circuit. What a great experience, and let's get on with it. When we came off the turnpike at Homestead Boulevard, I suspected this is where you would bring us. Oh, man, this place is iconic. Are we going to get on the track?
We'll see. I'm gonna try.
Do you know somebody here?
There he is. What's up, Neil?
How you guys doing? Sam, great to see you again.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. This is my friend Julian.
Julian
Taylor, nice to meet you.
Neil
Neil, how are
Douglas,
you,
nice
man?
to meet you. Pleasure. Welcome to Homestead-Miami Speedway. You guys are going to have an outstanding day here. You really are. We're the hosts of NASCAR's championship races, and we're extremely proud of it. When you walked in, I don't know if you saw on the tower the emblazoned championship trophy, and not only that, but the most recent champion, Joey Logano, his stylized number 22 and his signature are also up on the wall. That was put up on the wall within hours after the race.
Can you call that painter to come out today? Because my plan here is to get my name up there and my number.
First of all, being the championship race, we only hire the best, and because we hire the best, there's a long lead time, so we'll have to see if he can fit you in.
Now tell me, are we doing Ferraris and Mercedes on this racetrack?
You look like if you were able to do that, it'd make your day.
It would. It would make my day.
Well, you know what? I'll do my best, and I'll let you know what I'm able to find out.
Well, you want to give us a tour of the rest of the place?
I'd love to. Homestead-Miami Speedway was built as a direct result of Hurricane Andrew. The city was looking for an economic engine to help revitalize it. Ralph Sanchez had always envisioned an epicenter of racing here in South Florida. Took that as an opportunity to help build this great facility. Now, we infuse over $300 million of economic benefit back into Miami-Dade County each and every year. We welcome Sand and Julian at our front entrance, which has several plaques which show the history of our facility, going all the way back to groundbreaking in 1993. Then we went up to Champions Club, which is one of the most iconic premium locations, not just at this facility, but in all of NASCAR. The view is tremendous. There's not a whole lot of views like it in all of NASCAR. We have over 1,000 guests that come through there during the course of 4 championship weekend, and it's 3 days. We concluded our tour at the Infield Media Center, state-of-the-art, added to this facility in 2008. And during the course of 4 championship weekend, we get over 500 media members who come through here who get to see that wonderful facility.
First of all, I want to thank my fans, my friends, God up above for the win today. Julian just couldn't find that right pedal. Either that or he was scared of it. I think he was using the left pedal too much. Julian,
I was
tell us a little bit
actually
about that.
first today. That's why I'm sitting in the first seat, because I didn't want to hit the wall, but Jen did not make it, so you're in the 3rd place, mate.
I guess the British do it backwards. Maybe that's first in his country. This is first in America. So back to being first. G-forces were amazing, I got to tell you. But to go out there with a car off the showroom floor and do what we did out there was pretty amazing.
Well, I think having these cars in general was pretty amazing.
And the fact that you didn't crash a car, break anything, it was a good day.
Yeah, there was no crashing going to be had by anybody today, I could tell you that now, especially with a $500,000 car.
Well,
Well, if you guys are done, there's a few more things I want to show you out on the track.
hopefully you're going to tell us that we're going to be able to race on the track, maybe.
You never know.
We might get lucky.
Track time with a Ferrari.
Let's go. Our track here first opened in 1995. We've had a lot of history come through here. 17 straight years of crowning champions. Drivers love coming to this track. A lot of dreams have been made here.
I gotta say, the coolest experience of today so far is the tour that Neil gave us of this facility. I had no idea what happens behind these walls, and all the history, all the accomplishments, all the champions that have been crowned here is amazing.
I hope you guys enjoyed your behind-the-scenes tour of our championship venue here at Homestead-Miami Speedway.
Great.
And you know what? I was able to make a few calls and was able to get you guys some track time a little bit later.
Oh, I love
You
that!
did pull it off, didn't you? Neil pulls off the win. We get to go on the track.
We've got the track to ourselves with 2 unbelievable cars.
Neil, I gotta ask, do you yell when you go home? Because this is so loud over here, you gotta yell when you talk.
I've become immune to this. This is just part of my normal workplace environment.
It's like an occupational hazard. You've got to shout everywhere you go.
Sam, by the way, I think a package has arrived for you.
What are you waiting on?
I got a little surprise for you. My boys at the Fort Lauderdale Collection threw in an added bonus for us.
What do you got?
It's right there.
What, a truck?
No, behind the truck. That
It's
is...
a Ferrari!
Yes! Yeah!
949 horsepower! Flippin' heck, it's a V12, 6.3 liter! I cannot believe this car!
He knows all about the car.
We have a lot of people who come through our gates that really get excited over a number of different things. I don't think I saw anybody get nearly as excited as what Julian got today.
Has he got the keys?
Yeah, well, slow down about the keys. So let's talk about this a minute. Do we have insurance for a car that's expensive? It's a $3.5 million car.
I'll
Look
make
at
sure
this
he's got
baby.
insurance.
I'm really worried about Julian. I think he's got an unhealthy relationship with this car. I mean, he's drooling over the car.
The LaFerrari is extra shiny. You know why? I'm Mr. Opticoat man. I had to get that beautiful bouncing bonnet all clean and shiny. Sam's been pulling my leg a wee bit. He said I got a mistress and she's called Ferrari.
The only time I see Julian this excited is when his wife Gina is around.
He might be onto something. Just don't tell the wife.
Julian, wipe off the drool on your face and what you got on the car there.
Where's the keys? Can we get on with this now?
I got the keys.
All right, so what's the plan?
See, you see how he is?
He's excited. I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either, but this
You
is what we're
don't
gonna
get
do.
the chance to drive a $3.5 million car every day.
Okay, we've got a beautiful day.
Right.
This beautiful facility. We're gonna take the cars that we came in and go do some hot laps. Get comfortable out there.
So I can play with my Ferrari to start with before I take on the LaFerrari.
Yes. At the end, we'll jump in the LaFerrari and do a couple hot laps.
Hot laps, then we can time them and see how really fast we can get this thing out there.
Everything turns into a competition with him. How fast?
You've got to, with a car like this, you need to be able to monitor how fast you're going around this
So
thing.
now you want to compete and see who's got a faster lap time.
Absolutely, why not?
Are you okay with this?
I'm great with it. As long as you guys are having a great time, that's all I'm concerned about.
I'm gonna win it. I know this car.
You know this car.
Yeah.
No, you know it in a magazine.
I know,
But
I
you know
still
it on a
this
track.
car. I honestly didn't think, though, we were going to get these 2 cars onto the track. As soon as I got into the car, that's it, I was punching it, straight off the bat. It was ingrained into you, your blood just rushed, it literally did. Your hands sweated, and all of a sudden, let's go for it. Now, it's a $500,000 car, so I didn't want to total it. Sam would have killed me if I totaled it. It was coming off his insurance.
Taking that Mercedes-Benz SLS on the track was so different from just driving it on public highways. Once I got there, having bank turns and such a wide open track, I wanted to respect the car, respect the track, and learn both. I spent a few laps getting used to it, dialing the handling of the car in, getting comfortable with my positioning, And from there, I opened it up a lot quicker, got a lot faster lap times. That car has so much power. And with just rear-wheel drive, you really have to respect it through the turns. It was very impressive. A car like that, you know, you think Mercedes, you think luxury kind of car, but yet it's a race car all in one.
It's a really unique track. It's a gradient that's different from the bottom to the top, so you can actually choose your angle on the race circuit depending on the speed that the car's going. At certain times, you'd find yourself up near the wall, and that's a 21-degree angle. The middle's an 18, and then further lower down is a 17, so you've got quite a different gradient.
Julian, what do you think about this?
I got a V12 with 789 horses. It's unbelievable.
I do like the Homestead-Miami Speedway track because it is so different from what I've seen elsewhere, and it is close to home, so an hour drive, I can go there and race bikes, race cars.
I enjoyed it immensely because you could feel the power of the car, you could really accelerate, you could really hold the corner, and the gravity pulls you deep into each one of those corners. It actually is a really unique way of driving an exotic car because you're able to use it properly.
So in normal Julian fashion, here we are with these exotic cars at Homestead Speedway, and he throws out a challenge. And the challenge is, who can take that LaFerrari around the track with the fastest lap time?
The time's finally come. I got my practice laps in with the A12 Superfast, and now it's time for the LaFerrari. The LaFerrari is going to be a different test. We're actually going to do it via a stopwatch. It's going to be from a standing start, so we can get the acceleration all the way around the circuit, and then see who gets the fastest lap.
I've got to make sure that I can handle that LaFerrari better than he can and win, because I know Julian, and the fact that I provided these vehicles and I would lose would not go well with me.
Julian thought the day was set. It couldn't get any better. Then what do I have delivered here? A LaFerrari.
So the LaFerrari has 949 horsepower. It's 6.3-litre V12. It's a fantastic motor car, but this one is one of 499 cars. It's unbelievable. It's such a limited edition. And now we got a challenge, a real challenge, LaFerrari. And we're gonna see who can go fastest around this oval. Right, you ready, Sam? On your marks, get set, go!
So my goal for today is, of course, another Julian loss. I've got to make sure that I can handle that LaFerrari better than he can and win.
Come on, you gotta pop it up, get yourself up on the corner of that bank, up near the wall. The wall's the fastest place.
So here I am racing. I'm listening to, you know, Julian on the radio. I can't take a hand off the steering wheel to lower the radio, so he's just going at it. And I'll admit, he started losing my focus a little bit. I regained focus, and I just wanted that win.
47, 48, 49, 49.44. You hear that?
Oh, yeah, baby.
49.44.
That's what I'm talking about. Who's the man?
That was
can't
good.
touch that.
I want to bet I can do
You
that.
cannot touch that.
49.44. I can do that, definitely.
I'm
Let
the
me get
boss
on with
out
it.
here.
So the time's finally come. I got my practice laps in with the A12 Superfast, and now it's time for the LaFerrari.
3, 2, 1, go!
So Sam counted me down, and I have to say my heart was really beating fast. You've got a $3.5 million car that you're about to launch around a race circuit. And it's an oval, so you're always going left, and you've got to stay as close to the bank as physically possible, and then you've got the straight. So you open up really fast, and if you can hold it, you'll go into the next corner in the same speed. But the secret's going to be staying close to the wall and keeping your pedal to the metal, using the banking to give you the downforce to push the car right into the circuit and then come out onto the start-finish straight.
50, 50.1, 2, 50.39. Yeah!
What?
What's this look like to you?
Ah, damn it!
50.39.
Literally 1 second difference.
Who's the king of Homestead?
I knew we should have invited Jen.
What would that have done? That would have put you in third.
That would have put me in second, because she at least would have got a 55.
Oh, man.
Man, that is so close.
It's under a second difference.
That is remarkable, actually. We must have been really sticking it on these corners here. Just
Let me tell you, this thing hooks on rails. I'm going through that turn punched, and I feel my head doing this, and it's just ripping through the turns.
the downforce. I could not believe the feel of the downforce. I was like, ew, right the way around on
These
both
bank
these beds.
turns, it loves the bank turns.
It really does.
It's made for it.
You can tell the engineering, though. It's fantastic.
The power's insane.
$3.5 million car as
Yeah,
well.
no doubt. And the good thing is you didn't break it or crash
I
it.
didn't break it or crash it. I think they need this car out of here because somebody else is coming on the track now. So do you want to move it?
I would love to move
Well,
it.
you got the
don't
win.
mind?
You
Since I
got the
won,
win.
I get to move it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
At the end of the day, I came in with the big W. I've got the bragging rights, he doesn't, and thank God that I won because I'm the one that provided the cars. How can I lose that race? I love the sounds of the track, the beautiful weather in Florida, and everything that we've experienced today.
It started out bleak, a cold South Florida day.
All of 50 degrees. Come on, you British wimp.
Had to have a jumper. It was freezing this morning.
What's a jumper?
A jumper over this t-shirt, a jumper.
A jacket. You had a jacket.
Jumper.
We don't have jumpers.
It was a woolly jumper. So you convinced me we needed to find warmth, and we headed south. We needed vehicles.
And that's where I came in. I picked the best place in town, the Fort Lauderdale Collection, where they have all of the exotic cars, and not just exotic cars, but one-of-a-kind cars also.
So I have to say, when we left Fort Lauderdale Collection, and you took the route of down the turnpike, it was the right way to go, because it was really quite empty this morning.
That's the best way to go, and we did it, and we beat traffic.
When I came off onto Homestead Boulevard, I knew where we were going.
Oh, yeah. You know there's only one reason you're getting off on that exit.
Absolutely.
It's this place right here. But the best part of today is the fact that I won.
Oh, you only won by under a second.
A win's a win. I took the W. It's all that matters.
This is a Julian dream day. Unbelievable and exotic cars, Homestead Raceway, our own track for a morning.
Who's your new best friend?
Well, you always have been. That's fantastic. And remember, it's not always about the destination,
It's how you get there. Those guys are lucky we're not out there racing them.
We'd be kicking them, you can guarantee that.